Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. Today we're going to talk about clean versus dirty pool balls. Now, whether you own a table or not, whether you own pool balls or not, doesn't matter. These are things that all players should know about pool balls. It affects your game. So I'm not going to get into all of the details about what makes a set of $400 pool balls different than a set of $75 pool balls, but just the Reader's Digest version of that. The more expensive pool balls are made with more accuracy. They do roll truer. They stay in great condition because they're made of better materials and they're made better. They stay in great condition probably for your lifetime, where a cheaper set of balls, you're going to see cracks in them and they hold the dirt more. They're hard to ever get back to their original luster. I know guys that buy all kinds of formulas and they're buying the polish and the cleaners and all of that stuff. In the long run, a $400 set of balls will pay for themselves because the cheaper ones, and I have both, the cheaper balls, the $75 and under balls, they chip, crack, again, hold dirt, and things like that, things that you're going to do to replace them and to try to get them back to their original shine are going to cost you money. You're going to save money on a good set of balls, and the good set of balls will have a better resale value. The $75 balls I have, you know what they're worth on eBay? They're worth about $25. The $400 set of balls I have, you know what they're worth on eBay? Probably about $375. So they do hold their value better, with something to keep in mind. So let's talk about some of the things that happen when the balls are dirty. First off, if you are the table owner, dirty, cracked balls, especially the cue ball, will put wear and tear on your table. You've probably seen tables that have in the triangle, you've got all these burn marks. That's from the balls being broken in the same spot over and over and over again. Well, if you have good cloth, if you have a good set of balls, you're going to have a lot fewer of those burn marks, because as the balls leave that spot when they're being broken over and over again, there's not going to be as much friction on the table to leave those issues. But again, if you're not the table owner, some of the things that you need to understand. If the balls are old, they're cracked, they're dirty, your deflection is going to be greater. When you hit this ball with this cue or any cue, and you're putting English on the shot, it will deflect more. When there is spin on the ball, it will curve more. When the balls are dirty and they make contact with each other, they are going to be thrown more. So two clean balls hitting each other at a specific angle are going to have a different rebound than two dirty balls hitting each other at a specific angle. So keep in mind all of these things. The route the ball takes around the table changes depending on whether they're clean, dirty, cracked, new, or old. If it's your table, if you are the one who is playing with this old set of balls, let me tell you something. Get some new ones. You don't have to spend $400. If you get a set of Aramith balls that cost over $150, you probably have a decent set there. Okay, I have balls that are $75. I have some that are $400. All right, you get a $400 set of balls, they're going to last you for a very, very long time, and you won't need to replace them. And you won't need to replace your cloth as often, most likely, because I'll tell you something. Let me tell you a quick story while I have you. On my old table, which a lot of you are familiar with because you've been watching the channel for, over a year, I had two things going on. I had a cheaper set of balls, and I broke from the same spot over and over. I'm not talking about the same area, the same spot over and over again. The balls that I used literally burnt a hole in the cloth, in the Simonis 860, at that spot. The rest of the table looked fine. That particular spot was just getting too many reps with balls that were not well kept. By the way, I didn't clean them nearly as much as I needed to. They had little micro cracks in them. which I'm sure didn't help. So all of that friction building up from that same break spot over and over again literally got me down to the point where I could see the table underneath the cloth. That's crazy. I eventually switched ends and started breaking from the other end because of the hole in the table. So it will burn a hole in your cloth breaking from the same spot over and over again. A lot of the hot spots that you see on people's tables, all those little burn marks, a lot of those could be eliminated or at least reduced with cleaner balls. So that's just a 3-minute tip, some of the things that can happen when pool balls aren't clean.